For the second time in 2 years, Eric MANNY, the record label that signed Nigerian pop star RUNTOWN, has filed an injunction at a federal high court against the singer for breach of contract. The entertainment company served RUNTOWN the court papers a few days back with suit number FHC/L/CS/267/2018, with a statement that partly reads, "RUNTOWN has been deliberately breaching his contract with us, Eric MANNY, for a while, and despite our many appeals to him, he has refused to budge. He went for a show in Las Vegas since January 13, 2018, and has since decided to withdraw all obligations of his contract. He has steadily been recording an album without the consent and approval of his record label." According to the statement of claim filed at the Federal High Court by Eric MANNY, a recording agreement was made between the plaintiff and the defendant dated 22nd June 2016. The copyright and other intellectual property and cognate rights and legal positions and protections applicable to all works done by the defendant during an initial period of 2 years covered by the agreement is vested in the plaintiff. The plaintiff will rely on a copy of the said recording agreement at Trial 7. Under the agreement, parties recognize and acknowledge the sum of 114,456,670 naira as prior investments representing the sum invested by the plaintiff into the development of the defendant's musical work and records under the defunct artist agreement precursor to the recording agreement. In a press statement issued this morning, the label also stated that he's recording with artists like Del B without the written approval of the label and without an Eric MANNY appointee at the point of recording as agreed in our contract. RUNTOWN has also been appearing in venues and collecting appearance fees without the approval of the label, and also performing in private shows without the label's consent, which contravenes clause 4.41 of his record deal, which states that the defendant, RUNTOWN, can only engage in recording, collaborating, or performing with other artists for third parties or other record companies upon proper notification in advance to the plaintiff. Upon this notification, the plaintiff will then enter into an agreement with the collaborating artist or his record company to ensure that the plaintiff and the defendant receive proper credit, legal, copyright protection, and compensation for the collaborative work. Though RUNTOWN's record deal with Eric MANNY is due to expire at some point this year, the label says he still owes the company a lot of money, including hundreds of millions of naira from the Lamborghini Gallardo superfast car, which he still has to pay back to the label, and also an album that must be released through the right channels. He has been doing numerous collaborations with several artists without getting the written approval of the label, and as a result, no royalties have come back to the label from any of these collaborations. He has been warned severally about this on numerous occasions, but he refused to listen, so we as the label had to go to court to stop him from these dubious actions. Eric MANNY, in his statement of claim, is seeking the sum of 65 million naira being general damages against the defendant, RUNTOWN, in favor of the plaintiff for infringement of the plaintiff's copyright to the collaborative musical works Call Me and The Weekend, both of which feature the defendant, as well as 5 million naira as cost of this action. This will be the second time in 2 years that RUNTOWN has had to face off with his label. In May 2016, he was sued in the Federal High Court by Eric MANNY on allegations that he signs up, concludes, and attends musical shows without the knowledge of the label. Back then, Eric MANNY also secured a court injunction stopping RUNTOWN from performing as an artist anywhere in the world. He later went back to the label to apologize, and the case was settled out of court.